We will take a closer look at the DARE project, which has redefined audit frameworks at EasyPaisa. Presenting this session is Ms. Areeba Akhtar, a certified chartered accounting and audit specialist, heading the productive lending and corporate function audits at EasyPaisa Digital Bank. She has a specialized experience of auditing and finance. She aims to elevate the audit narrative to a forward-looking, predictive landscape and generate valuable insights for key makers of the organization. Over to you, Ms. Adiba.
Appreciation that we received from ICAP and from the bank. I'll not perhaps repeat what's already been said, and I'll just take this opportunity to take the audience and the participants here down very quickly on some of the features that we've worked on, some technologies that we've leveraged, and the value that we aim to deliver through this application. So maybe there were some slides, right? All right. So we have this analogy while we were preparing our submissions for this award. So we did a quick brainstorming within the team and thought that what is this tool for the audit function? And then we came up with this analogy that it's perhaps a vehicle that we're driving on a road which is different. It's no more reactionary or detective, rather it is forward-looking. We aim to have an element of predictiveness in it. And it's strange because there's no one navigating. However, you've got some sidekick who's giving you an insight that there is a pothole around the bend. So perhaps that's what DARE is for the internal audit function. This project is a testament to a journey that we embarked on perhaps 3 years ago, which was to have an orientation which is digital first, an audit function which is relevant, and then can come up with the value, can generate value which is relevant and crucial for our stakeholders. So very quickly, this is a snapshot of the application there. It's right now what you see on screen is a prototype where you can see 3-4 options right now, starting from the control environment, which is a crucial deliverable of the internal audit function given to the board audit committee. This control environment, which we compute, is against 8 quantitative factors and some other qualitative factors which measure compliance posture, cyber posture, credit risk, operational risk, and then of course our own quality assurance dashboards which talk about the traction from management around audit observations and report ratings. And then of course the last button that you see is an IAD bot. So maybe in the later slides, I'll be able to take you down each functionality very quickly. Yeah. So this diagram that you see over here is the digital nervous system, which we have developed all in-house from all the resources that we use in terms of skill are all in-house developed. It's by the internal audit function on its own. From the perspective of cost, if I talk about, so it's, it is something for which we've really optimized and no external support in terms of any consultant or vendor was taken. Rather, it was all self-learned, self-taught. Probably all that we invested on was to get certain licenses or a high-end laptop in the function to match up with the computing power. Rest was all in-house. We leveraged our partners within the function, like the BI function and the IT system, who helped us, who were very supportive to give us space in the bank's own data center to host this system on-prem within the security and control environment of the bank. So this is what the nervous system looks like. If you see, the first box right now is the input stage. Input stage is something which we've worked on since past 2 years, which is around automating our audit tests. We've got continuous monitoring dashboards going on around various business processes. And through this application, what we aimed to deliver was to take automation certain notches up and process all that information and analytics that we were doing already through a digital brain and come up with an outcome which is smart, which is real time, and which kind of revamps the entire audit journey. So right now, if you see, so the input stage talks about the data engineering, the live pipelines, data pipelines that we've created with our core banking systems and data warehouses, where IAD has a separate data mart. And all our SQL connections are there with the dashboards. All of this input is then reprocessed through a Python-based machine learning model, which is internally trained. And then, of course, you get a digital output, which you can see in form of dashboards, an IAD bot, which is trained also on the in-house internal data set, all in-house hosted, which has the ability to generate smart narrative, and a digital output which kind of gives more insight on root cause of problems and what the risk trends look like.
So just if you see this, while it will look very glorious or complicated, but I think one thing that is also very important to understand is that this is a journey, and this journey, a journey like this, when you take, if you go into audit analytics or if you go into technology, cannot happen without the support of the management. And I think the very fact that we have some of the management team members sitting here, including a CEO, is testament to the fact that and for the benefit of all who are on this webcast, should you indulge in experimenting with technology, especially cutting edge technology, it's going to be very crucial to have your partners with you, and your partners are the people like HR, your compliance, CEOs, CFOs, the entire bank. You need to rally them with you to make something like this a success. And it's, if you really ask me, it's a success for the entire bank and the audit discipline as a whole, as opposed to just the TMB IAF. So that's just one thing I thought I'd put it out there, but continue. Sorry, Areeba.
Yes, so no, I think well said. So some basic functions that we can walk you through in this session right now. So this is a credit risk scoring dashboard that you see on the screen. So this covers our traditional lending business. This is basically so we're computing and monitoring credit risk of all our branches and sales center right now, which are a window to our traditional lending means, with computing credit, with computing scoring against certain risk factors, which includes, of course, the default itself. However, more than that, it also incorporates the number of complaints that we're getting, any frauds that are reported. Moreover, it also factors in external factors like the seasonal impact or the geographical impact, which overall impact the customer repayment behavior. So with all these graphs that you see, we are able to generate insights at very granular level at a branch level or regional level, or a person at trimming down to a person level of what the portfolio health is like. So the next snapshot that you see is an internal audit quality assurance dashboard. This is again a live dashboard which is connected to our auditing tool, which is TeamMate. The insights are real time, all the progress on the IA overdue observations, open observations being done by the management and being captured in our TeamMate is being tracked on a real-time basis through this dashboard. So this is something which is directly linked. It directly links to our own internal audit tool. So this was another area which ECID, which we have really worked on. For the sake of the understanding of the audience here, ECIB is the Electronic Credit Information Bureau of State Bank, which captures borrowers' credit-related data, which all banks are mandated to report on a monthly basis, while the internal audit function of each bank has to conduct a biannual audit assessment of the ECIB submitted data as part of its BAU activities. So this has been an area which, of course, in the structure which where we operate with a diversified product set, a complexity of systems that we have, and then of course the volume of data and the volume of customer base that we have. For any audit or audit assessment to be effective or to be risk oriented, this automation has really been the key driver for. With this dashboard, what we've been able to deliver on is to have a view on consolidated data set. The codes have been very carefully computed to assess the data quality. And I think one thing with this automation, which we've kind of benefited from versus while we were not we were working on a sample test, was that while we had a sample of 900 or 1,000 records for our audit scope, that still constituted of only 0.1% of the total base. So with an automation right now, we have got a view on 100% of the population. Second thing that we've really able to benefit from through this automation is while we have a view on the data quality and the gaps in the reporting or whatever is carried. So it's not merely an anomaly finder, but this has also enabled us to deep dive into the root cause of the problem, to have a view on how different systems talk to each other, how is this integration taking place, and what's really happening at the data input stage. So this is one of our achievements through this project. Last, what you see is a Gen AI powered IAD chatbot. Right now, what you see is a snapshot of a prototype that we have developed. So of course, this works on a self-learning machine learning model with an open AI API fully secured, which has been integrated into this. This uses all our in-house internal information, the internal audit insights, all the outcome of all the analytics that we do. And the aim is to generate insight, get away with those lengthy long reports, and also to have a very real-time view for the users to get a view on what the control environment health is looking like. So these are some of the features which we've worked on. So the model itself is designed in a manner that it's self-learning. all the features lie right now at various degrees of maturity, and we're strengthening day by day each option and each functionality to optimize insights. And I think this is something which is ongoing, and it's part of our strategy, the internal audit strategy to be data-driven, to digitalize, and generate very valuable key insights, which kind of really support the
decision making. You're taking my point. Correct.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so that's all for the presentation, and of course, in the question answers and the discussions, we'll get more opportunity to talk.
Right.